Hello, second graders, and welcome to Skills Block Day 28, Interactive Writing. Our learning targets for the day: I can make new words using base words and the prefixes im and in. I can write a sentence using two-syllable Schwa words spelled with E and O with prefixes im and in and high-frequency words. Can you build a word from scratch, a word from scratch, a word from scratch? Can you build a word from scratch using many parts? Your turn. Yes, we'll build a brand new word, a brand new word, a brand new word. Yes, we'll build a brand new word by using many parts. Thanks for singing along. So we have base words and we have prefixes displayed here. Which are the base words? That's right. Perfect, polite, possible, complete, correct, and visible are all of our base words. Which are the prefixes? Great job, im and in. Let's look at the prefixes in and im. I wonder how these prefixes change the meaning of our base words. Let's try to figure it out by using our prefix in and the base word complete. I'll pull these word cards down and put them together to make a new word. In and complete. Incomplete. Incomplete. Your math homework is incomplete. So what does that mean, incomplete? That's right, that it's not finished. If someone says to you, your math homework is incomplete, that means that it is not finished. So our base word, complete, means that it's finished, to finish something. If I completed my math homework, I finished my math homework. However, the prefix in means not. So our prefix is changing the meaning of our base word. It changes it from finished to not finished. Let's learn more about how to use these prefixes to change the meaning of a base word. The next word part we'll use is polite. Polite is our base word. And what does polite mean? Courteous, nice, well-mannered. So if I want to say someone is not polite, let's try to use our in again to read the word. Impolite. Impolite. Does that sound right? You're right, it does not sound right. When we have a base word that starts with a P, it makes it difficult to say the in prefix. Read it again and notice how your mouth changes from the N sound to the P sound. Impolite. Impolite. It's hard to move from our N to our P sound. When we want to add the prefix in to a word that begins with a P, we change the prefix to im because it's easier to say. So let's try that now. We have our prefix polite. Impolite. Impolite. Does that sound right? Yes. The word that means not polite is impolite because the base word begins with a P. So notice that our in and im prefix have the same meaning. They both change a word to mean not. And if our base word starts with a P, then we use our im prefix instead. So let's keep practicing. If I have the base word perfect, but I want to say someone is not perfect, which prefix would I use? Notice that it starts with a P. Great job. We would do imperfect. Imperfect. We use the im prefix because our base word starts with a P. Polite. If I want to say someone is not polite, then I need to use my im prefix because my base word starts with a P, giving me impolite. Possible. If I want to say something is not possible, then I need to add on my prefix im because the base word starts with a P. Impossible, impossible. Great job practicing these at home too. Let's keep going. But now I have the word complete. If I want to say that this is not complete, I use my prefix incomplete. Correct. If I want to say something is not correct, I use my prefix incorrect. And visible, I use my in prefix because my base word does not start with a P, invisible. Great job using both our in and our im prefixes. Do you know the words we'll write? The words we'll write, the words we'll write. Do you know the words we'll write on our boards today? Your turn. Yes, we know the words we'll write, the words we'll write, the words we'll write. Yes, we know the words we'll write on our boards today. Great job. Today we'll use the words that we know to make a silly sentence. We will use the words that have the schwa sound spelled with E and O that we've been working on the last few days. Let's think of words that we can use. Who can remind us what the schwa sound is? That's right, it's a vowel sound that is spelled close to and it can be spelled with any vowel. We've been looking at vowel words with a schwa sound with vowels spelled with an E and an O. So who can think of a word with the schwa sound spelled with an E or an O? Front. It's spelled with an O and it has that sound. Front. Great job. Monkey. Awaken. Great job. So now let's keep thinking of some words that we can use to build our silly sentence later. Make sure you're saying these words out loud to yourself, hearing the schwa sound, and practicing writing and spelling the words correctly on your paper. Our next word is open, frighten, brother, chicken, among, agree, alone, above, welcome, cover. Wow, look at all the words that we've listed. Now we're ready to write a silly sentence. I think we should use a word or two from our work with word parts and a few high frequency words too. A silly sentence makes us laugh because we use words that don't usually go together. It gives us a funny picture in our head or it just sounds really silly. My silly sentence is, if you awaken to a monkey in front of your face, you could open the door and not frighten him. How many words did I use in my sentence? 20. Great job. So now it's time for you to write your own silly sentences. And I'm encouraging you to use as many as you can from your high frequency word list, as many schwa words as you can think of, or if you could also think about adding in one or two words that has our im or in prefix, that would be really extra special as well. Make sure you write them down on a piece of paper and then read them out loud to somebody at home. Let's reflect on our learning. What does it mean to be independent? What does it mean to be an independent reader? What knowledge and skills do you have now that you did not have earlier in the year? How did you acquire that knowledge or skill? Great job today, second graders. We'll see you again tomorrow.